What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video we're going to talk about how you should go about managing Airbnb properties anywhere in the world, regardless of where you actually live, regardless of where you're based at. How do you go about managing properties that are in a different location, and how you can set yourself up to be able to manage Airbnb listings anywhere in the world. Now, this is a really important question to know the answer to, especially right now, because there are some unique opportunities out there in the world right now. We've talked about that in other videos on this channel, so I highly recommend you go and check those ones out as well, where we're going to talk about what locations represent the best opportunities right now if you're just getting started and you don't have any properties yet on Airbnb. So that's a really cool advantage, that you can then, if you know the answer to, hey, how do I manage properties in a different location from where I actually live, then you can go and you can cherry pick the best location to get started in. Now, before we dive into all that, I really want to recommend that you guys check out the link in the description down below, where we've got a free training that I've lined up that's exclusive for you guys. It's going to be a limited time training. It's completely free for you to register and join. And we're going to walk through step by step exactly how you can earn a full-time income managing other people's properties on Airbnb. I'm going to show you how I built my business. I'm going to show you the exact strategies, the tools, the steps. I'm going to show you the pitfalls to avoid, the things that I learned the hard way. I'm going to show you exactly how you can build this business as effectively and efficiently as possible. Now, these are systems and strategies that have been tested in the real world out there on the battlefield, with me going out there and actually doing them, but also over 400 students that I'm proud to say we've now worked with to help them build these incredible businesses that not only are very successful, but also are very robust. They are incredibly secure, consistent monthly income. Case in point is the fact that these businesses have survived 2020 and 2021 now, and are not only surviving but thriving. So if you want to get started in this, then I highly recommend just pause this video, click down below, get yourself registered for one of those spots in the free training. I highly recommend it. It's going to be massively valuable to you. And as a bonus, we're also going to be giving away a free tool to help you actually get started and get your first clients under management, just for having registered and attended the training. So just go ahead, click the link down below, pause this video, take a second there, get yourself registered so you don't miss out on that training. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Really the most important thing to remember is that when you're starting a business, managing properties on Airbnb, if you're doing it local to you, it's going to be a little bit different than if you're doing it remote. So there's a couple of things that you have to keep in mind about setting it up properly if you are going to be managing properties remotely. Now, really, there's two different options that you can choose, two different directions you can go if you're setting up your business remotely right from day one. Option number one is to do the full suite of management like you would locally, but to make sure that you have a few things set up in place right out of the gate. So this is going to be your on-the-ground support systems, meaning your cleaning team and your gopher, potentially some maintenance people that you have kind of on hand that you at least have connections with, so that you can take care of all that stuff for your first clients right from day one. With you being local, it's a little bit easier to navigate that stuff right out of the gate. You don't have to be quite as prepared. So you just have to be a lot more prepared going into it if you are going to be offering full service and you're doing it remotely. Now, the other option is to do what I call pre-check-in management. Now, pre-check-in management is a really cool opportunity if you want to manage properties remotely and you want to have your business be really streamlined and you want to make it as efficient as possible. This is honestly the route I recommend going if you are going to be managing properties remotely, just because it's going to be a lot easier to get the business off the ground and going. Now, what pre-check-in management is you're actually managing just the aspects, as the name would indicate, that are prior to the check-in. So this means that you're not dealing with the cleaning. The property owner is going to take care of the cleaning. They're going to take care of organizing that amongst their teams. You're not dealing with maintenance. That's, again, going to be taken care of by the property owner. You're just going to be dealing with helping to optimize their listing, maximize their bookings and the dollar value of their bookings, and get those guests checked into the property and then leave it over to the property owner from there to take over. Now, I get a lot of people ask me, like, why would a property owner do that? Or, would it be a lot more challenging to bring on properties that way? I had a student ask me that just a couple of days ago. Well, hey, James, if I'm doing pre-check-in, would it not be a lot more challenging to get my first couple clients on board, or get any clients at all on board, if I'm doing pre-check-in versus doing full service? And the answer to that is not, unless you're going after the wrong clients. The key here, and this is the key in any business, is to make sure that you go and find out what your clients' needs are and their pain points are, and you match that with a compelling offer that fits really well and satisfies those needs. So to really put this into a practical perspective, if you look at the perspective of going to vacation homeowners, let's say, someone that owns one vacation home, it's their second home, and you go to them and approach them about managing their property for them and doing a pre-check-in model. It's probably not going to be very attractive to a lot of them. Some of them it might be a fit, but for a lot of them, they're probably going, well, I don't have a cleaning team that I really know and trust and want to, facilitate things with. So that's going to be, I wish you could take on that. And I don't really know maintenance people, so I also wish you could oversee that. I'm also, hundreds of miles away, so I wish you could kind of oversee that. So it's really not that great of a fit. You might be able to get that person's property under management, but ultimately you're not really going to be providing the service that they really need and it's going to be most valuable to them. Now, let's look at the other side of the equation. Let's say, for example, a property investor, a real estate investor who's got 5, 10, 15 properties they want managed. Well, good chances are that person's going to already have in their Rolodex a cleaner that they use consistently and that they would love to be loyal to, that they trust tremendously, that gives them really good rates because they've been using them and working with them for a number of years on multiple different properties. The same probably goes for maintenance people. That real estate investor who has a large portfolio, good chances are they're going to have those pieces already in place. And so having you come in and take away business from the people that they've been loyal to, their cleaners, their maintenance people, that's going to actually cause tension. That's going to actually cause resistance. They don't want to give that business away to someone else, and they also don't want to start working with people that they don't already know, like, and trust. So if you can come in and offer, hey, I'll take care of just doing the stuff that you don't want to do and that you're not good at and you don't already have something figured out for, meaning, optimizing the listing, optimizing the pricing, communicating with the guest prior to their check-in. I'll take care of just that stuff, all that stuff that you already have figured out, you just keep doing it. That's incredible for them because in the scenario where they're doing full service management, that person's going to have to pay extra for services that they don't ultimately want or need, versus if they're doing pre-check-in, they're paying less money and they're getting only the services that they actually really need. And you, on the other hand, have a lot less headache because you don't have to deal with anything post-check-in, and you're making a little bit less money per property, of course, but that means that you have a lot more bandwidth to manage a lot more properties. And this works especially well for real estate investors, so it's not uncommon for you to find one client that's going to give you 5 properties or 10 properties to manage, and then boom, suddenly you're making a really sizable monthly income off of just one single client with multiple properties, and the actual inputs are very, very simple, and automating that business is incredibly easy to do. Quality control in that business is incredibly easy to do because, again, you're not overseeing things like cleaning or maintenance. So that is honestly a fantastic way to build a remote business that you can then run from anywhere in the world. Now, I also want to say that we also show you inside of our training programs, inside the free training down below, how to set your business up if you are doing full service and you are doing it locally, or not. If you're doing full service, you can also put systems in place to fully automate and outsource your business so that you can step away and travel. There's a little bit more legwork going into doing that, but it absolutely can be done, and we show you how to do that inside the trainings linked in the description down below. So regardless of which direction you go, there are a lot of different options, a lot of flexibility that you can create with your Airbnb management business, but it's important to know that if you're going to be starting it out remote right off the bat, that there's some differences to starting it out locally, and you just want to take those into account and make sure that you build your business accordingly. So I hope this has been really valuable to you. Again, the link in the description below is going to show you where you can check out a free training that walks you through step by step everything you're going to need to know from A to Z on how to actually earn a full-time income managing other people's properties on Airbnb. And it's going to show you how to get started without any experience whatsoever and without investing any money into buying, renting, furnishing any properties at all, so you can get started right away. And like I said, we're also going to give you some free tools to actually help you get started and get your first couple clients on board under management. That's just our gift to you. So just go ahead and click the link down below, register for that training as soon as you can. Make sure you get yourself a seat there. That's going to be another really high value training. I hope you've gotten a lot from this video. Share your thoughts with me in the comments down below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe subscribe, just hit that like button. If you got value from this video, if you like this, if you want more content like this, then let me know. Show me your appreciation by just smashing that like button. It also helps out a lot with YouTube's algorithm, so I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel here, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date. We post 2 new videos every single week consistently on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So just make sure that you click that subscribe button so you can keep up to date and get more of this awesome content that we're putting out twice every single week. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.